Hey everybody. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you tell them everything about you, don't you? You tell them your secrets, your dreams, your hopes, all of those kinds of things. Okay, fine. But when you get involved with a narcissist or a psychopath, all those things you would, in a normal situation, you share it still, but what happens is all of that information they take and they estimate what they can do with you. What can they make use out of you? How can they make good use out of you? Just because we're not able to look into other people's minds, we're not realizing this is what's happening. And you can notice people like this when they try too hard, when they are trying overly too much to fit in or to accommodate people. This is a big red flag that this person is a little bit creepy and is compensating for something or trying to cover up something. And what they're trying to cover up is that what their true nature is of what they are wanting to do with you. They want to use you for something that will enhance their life and make their life easier and give them no responsibility and stress-free life. That's all they really are trying to do. They don't care or consider anyone else. They don't care about or consider anyone else. So you'll be able to check a red flag of that, of a narcissist or somebody that that is not your friend, does not love you, is that they overcompensate and they just overdo everything. They're just a little too extra, okay? This is a big red flag to point them out. So they take that information. You feel comfortable with them. They take that information and they can estimate what they can get away with, what they can get out of you, all of those things. That's all that runs through their heads. And somebody like me, he knows my family. He knows the dynamics. They're very smart and clever in the way that they pick up on all this from their surroundings. Okay, you don't even have to tell them, but he realized that my parents, what kind of parents I had and what he can get away with, because what he's really, if I had good parents, stable parents, somebody like me would be turn off for them. It would be like a liability to them. So I was a perfect prey for this type of person. And if it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else. So I know that part. My parents are both narcissists, malignant. They are lower range. I don't know what HG2 or I forgot now. They're the lower grade narcissists, lower IQ, cognition, and all of that. So very easy to manipulate. Actually, from a middle grade narcissist, like my ex-husband is a mid-range narcissist with higher cognitive functioning. So him knowing that my parents do not care about me at all, because after all the times the abuse happened, I went to them for some help, and the way that they respond cues to the narcissist what they can get away with, and he got away with it for many years, for 20 years, because my parents just basically gave me to this other narcissist. They just kind of like, here, take her off my hands, or our hands. This is what happens subconsciously. before that. With my father's abusive and an alcoholic and all these things. No, my mother is a narcissist. He's a narcissist. They're all low level, low cognition. I'm a narcissist. So I thought I hit the jackpot with this guy because I'm used to being treated like garbage, like I don't matter, and that I don't deserve good things. But when I thought that he was a perfect package of something that I actually deserved, and I was very grateful to this guy because of him saving me from the situation I was in. But and it just, in the beginning it was great because of love bombing and the perfection and the fake love or whatever that is. I was addicted to that. It was very foreign to me to be loved or have any kind of attention. I didn't know what really love was. I thought that's what it was. And I spent a long time, 20 years of my life, and I have nothing to show for it. Because every time I try to do something for myself, somehow the narcissist will step in and prevent it from happening or destroy it, but not in an obvious way. It was in an obvious way. It was like in your best interest type of ways. And he used a lot of my emotion. I'm very emotional. I have borderline personality disorder. So I suffered greatly in my life that I developed this disorder, and then when the narcissist came around, it was just a good old time for him. He hit the jackpot of who he was going to use as a victim, and that was me. And it makes sense. But I am so distraught over this, and I am spent. I have no energy left. Like I'm very weak, and now I'm sick, and this is a very real abuse that happens to people. There's so many victims that are silent, or nobody cares to hear them because they don't realize this could actually happen. Like, there's people like this. This is their sole objective, is to feed off of you, feed off your positive emotions and negative emotions. But it cannot come from anyone else. It has to come from them. You can't say, okay, well, the narcissist wants you to be positive all the time. That's not a bad thing. No, it's the narcissist wants you to be positive because of them. So that means you can't work, you can't enjoy your job, you can't get farther in life, you can't go back to school, you can't do anything and then show that you're happy about it because they will destroy it because it didn't come from them. So, I spent a lot of time thinking this was a love situation and that the person had my best interest at heart. And then now that I know what I know, it's very hard to come to terms with. It's devastating, and now I don't have my kids, and now I'm being prevented from seeing them, even though I did nothing wrong. I'm doing nothing wrong. I am spending a lot of money on them, doing what I can, and just more. I can't take any more of the negative acts towards me. I don't deserve that, and I am very overwhelmed and angry and frustrated and alone, and I don't have anything because I lost everything, or I didn't get to establish anything because of the narcissist. My own parents are that way too. They just are lower functioning. I thought I was getting involved in a whole different person lifestyle, but it's the same disease, just it shows differently in different people. So I come to the acceptance, but I have to still fight for my children. I don't know how much fight I have left because of the extensive amount of abuse. Functioning wise, I can't. It's very difficult to function when you've been abused by your whole life and steered in the wrong directions by people you're supposed to trust and love and care about and are closest to you. If you don't go through this, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I couldn't imagine. And so yeah, I'm resentful in a way. I resent people that haven't gone through what I've been through. Not that I hate them or dislike them or anything. It's just I resent it in a way that I'm trying to work on. You know? But the losses I've experienced are extensive. I'm trying to hold in the rest of what I have left, who I am, you know, the rest of what I have left, and I don't. That's all I had to say. Really, I was very upset today because I'm now restricted from going to the house to pick up my kids. I'm not able to cope well with all of this. You know, I'm in a different state and all that, and the narcissist just completely destroys what happened before with you and reconstructs a whole life. And it's amazing what they do, what they're able to do, and they reconstruct the whole situation, where they live, their occupation, what they represent, the teams that they follow. Everything just is completely different to fit into their new environments. And then you are like a foreign thing to them. Like, you don't fit into that scenario, you don't fit into the script, so you're written out of it. That will be fine, that will be acceptable without my kids involved with all of this, but I have kids involved in all of this. So making me look like a bad guy or somebody that they have to be away from, that the kids can't see, and who knows what he's saying, you know, about me. But I've had enough of this. Like, I can't keep doing this. I have to just go away and nobody contact me and figure a way out of this to rebuild myself, because I am fucked and destroyed by this person, and it's continuing to happen. And nobody really, I can't talk to anybody about it in real life because they'll think I'm crazy, which I guess it sounds crazy. If you didn't go through it, makes sense. But so that's why I'm doing the videos. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Please comment to encourage me to make the videos. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for listening, taking the time, and have a great day. Bye.